Hey guys, so I'm back out in the research area. I am currently following a deer trail, going to try and establish a couple spots for my trail cams. See if I've got those figured out and we can get some footage of something, anything. So it is very hot. Mosquitoes are bad, so I'm wearing mosquito spray for the first time this season. So let me show you. I was looking at that right there. I don't think it's a print, but it's definitely, man, come on, get out of the way. So whatever it is, it's old. I can tell it's been rained on. Boy, it's so thick in here. Something could be standing 20 feet from me and I wouldn't see it. But there's a very clear deer trail. So I want to could be a bedding area. Who is it hot? Someone's piled everything up right there. Trying to find a good spot. I'm thinking maybe that little tree right there pointing up this game trail. Yeah, I don't think that was a print because I'm not seeing anything else. It's pretty thick leaf litter. It's like things are pushed over my way, and with his backpack on, it's hard to squeeze through things. But I wanted to get back there because it looks like a low area. I wonder if there's another way in back there. This might not be too bad right here. I hate pushing through brush like that because that's how you get ticks. And with this heat, you can tell. Yeah, I'm putting something up right here. It's a low-lying area right here. So there could be some some activity. Hard part is remembering where I put my cameras, because I'm pretty far back here. Yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna put the cameras. You can see a pretty defined. That's another one right there that looks kind of, it's been rained on. It's not. I mean, there's always a possibility. It's not a good one. It's not really clear. I mean, it's interesting. But as you can see, I don't know who would be back here walking around. I'm definitely way off trail. But I think this will be the area. I'm gonna set up a couple cams. I think this might do it. Like I said, I put one on that tree right there, and then this tree right here, so they'll kind of L shape again. Or hell, I could put it on that big pine right there. Put one there pointing towards me and one there pointing towards me. That might be a good idea. There's a lot of good trees here. I can even go low on that tree right there, real low. That way I have the overhang above it. I don't know, but that pine will be a good one. Or I can have them facing each other. I don't know. Alright, well, let me figure it out. Alright, well, I got the cams set up. Cross my fingers, I can't remember where they are. So I even laid down my camera and I was looking around for it, like, where did I put it? Let me show you what I've got here. So you see the one camera right there, and it's pointing. Let me go over there. Man, every time I look at that, it looks awfully interesting. But okay, so there's the camera. And it's shooting off into that direction. And then where we were just at, I set up that camera right there. I haven't turned it on yet because I'm walking around, but it'll be filming into that area where the direction that game trail is going into. So I get them coming and going. So let's cross our fingers. But like I said, just on this one trail, I found two possible prints. I mean, it's rained on them, so it's really, really hard to say one way or another. So I wouldn't put a lot of stock into it, but they definitely look like prints. I didn't measure or anything like that because the rain has distorted some of it, so I wouldn't get all the information I want. But I want to say they're probably a size probably because they're around me. I'm a size 12, so they're around 12, 13. I didn't put my foot by it because I don't want to disturb a whole lot around them. So, I mean, I'll rack them up as you know, possibilities. Who knows? You know, it's interesting to document. But the direction that we're at, just to explain if y'all watched the past videos, so that direction right there goes towards that creek bed I found, and that's where I had the cameras last time. So I'm probably further back in the woods. They would be probably further up that direction, but at least in that direction, but probably more over there. So I'm further in the woods, and like I said, probably a few hundred yards away from the creek. So I do like the creek area. I do want to put cameras again over there, but I wanted to, since I've done it for the last couple of weeks, I want to give it a break and try something else. And like I said, when I was breaking brush, I came across this pretty well used game trail. So I want to put something on that because I truly believe they're like any animal. It's a path of least resistance, and they're going to use trails that humans make when it's available, and game trails and stuff like that. So it's too much noise regardless what you are trying to break brush, especially if you're as large as these creatures are. So you hear that? It's a dove. Some people mistake it for an owl, but it's not an owl, it's a dove. Ring-necked dove. So all right guys, let me finish setting up the second camera, and then I'm gonna head out and do some hiking and looking around, and I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. All right guys, got the cameras all set up, hiking back. I'm almost to the trail right here. That's the area, a few hundred yards back in there. So made a lot of noise coming out. Didn't mean to, but it's so thick back there. So but I made it back to the trail right here. Whew. Some interesting areas over there, but it's a freaking ditch. And I bring my rubber boots. You can see it. I'd love to get across there. One of the days I was coming out, and on that side I was just showing you, just before I had just stopped recording and everything else and packed everything in my backpack and everything and was heading to the vehicle. And that's usually when things happen, is when you least expect it. And I had some pretty solid rock clacking. Again, we don't know what causes it or anything like that. I mean, we can speculate, but you know, I haven't seen what's banging the rocks together, but it was definitely two rocks smacking against each other, and it smacked like 4 times quickly, and that was it. Who knows? It could be a signal to the nature that, hey, this guy is leaving now, or I don't know. Who cares? I can't prove it, so. At least we got a good breeze. Very good breeze. So I'm gonna walk down this trail a little bit, see if we see anything, and try to get as much done before the heat really sets in. So. You can see that some of these areas are starting to get flooded. These trails that go on for miles. I think they use them two parts as trails because they're easy to navigate, and fire breaks as well, I think, because they're so wide. And like I said, the only vehicles that drive out here is the whoever has to come in, like FWC, to make sure people are not hunting or doing anything illegal, or camping. All the things you're not supposed to do in this area. And then maybe whoever comes out to make sure things are cleaned up, trees are moved out of the way, stuff like that. It is hot. I don't know how I'm looking for a while. You can see how far the trail I'm on, and I've taken it pretty much a couple miles back there in the past. There's a beautiful lake area back there. I wonder what this is. Aha, check this out, guys. I think this might be, I don't know. Just noticed this. Should have put my camera up here. It doesn't look like it's being used, but there's no hunting out here. It's a preserve. But look what I found hidden in here, and I have no idea how long it is. I could have passed this thing a dozen times. It doesn't look like it's new, but if you look in there, it's a pig trap, and it's right off the trail. It's got, I mean, the door is closed on it. It hasn't been checked on in a long time. I wonder, I mean, it's way too big for me to load up and take back with me, even if I brought my truck this time. I don't see any game cameras. Usually they set up game cameras around these things. But I mean, everything around it's grown up, a lot of leaf litter. It's been here a while. So I don't know if FWC put it out here and forgot it and don't remember where they put it, or somebody is doing this illegally and forgot it and left it or whatever. So either way, I'm leaving it alone. I think that's odd. I mean, these things aren't cheap, and looking at it, it's well constructed. I didn't even see it, and I've been back here. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been this far back, but I think the last 2 times I came back here, I was with somebody, because I'm pretty far away, and I don't like to be this far back by myself. But I think it's funny, we walked right past it, never saw it. It's crazy. So, well, it is what it is. Whew, I am pouring a sweat. I don't know if y'all can see it. I am pouring a sweat. I don't know. Maybe I'll walk up to the next sunny area, look around, and then start heading back. Thought I heard something. All right. Well, sorry about the light, guys. Oops, about to bust my butt fall. All right, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, guys, I gotta rack this up as I'm really tired. I've been hiking pretty hard, but I'm gonna rack it up as a very strange day. So I'm walking down the trail. Let me show you what I was doing. Okay, so coming from that direction, heading in that direction. Okay, so I've got this shady area. You can see it's pretty shady right here. Nice tree. So I figured I would, that's a little hill right there, so I figured I'd just sit up there and just sit in the shade and cool down a bit, because it's really hot. So I stood up here and just sitting here looking into the woods while I'm here and just keeping quiet, just being very quiet and listening. And I see this, well, let me show you. This is really weird. So it looks further than it really is. It's really not that far. It's probably 10 strides in. But I'll zoom in here and let you see. But there is jack-o'-lantern. You know, and if it wasn't orange, I would have never saw it. But that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. As many times as I've come out here, I never see anybody. It's so rare. But yet, I think somebody put that out there. I mean, so we're going to investigate. We're going to go down there and look at it. So, it's right here, that little clear area. That looks like a print. It's not a very big one, but the leaves are definitely pushed down, if you can see. That's weird. It's been there for a while. I mean, there's definitely some depression anyways. So, but there it is. It's not very big. It's a very small jack-o'-lantern. And it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's held on by wire. And it's wrapped around right there. So It's not going anywhere. That is weird. Why would somebody do that? It's just... There's something here on the ground. I don't know what that is. I don't want to pick it up. Anybody recognize what that is? A9. I don't know what that is. It looks like there's something in it, like a note or something. I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to take this back with me and open it. I would do it right now, but my hands are full. I don't know, maybe I'll pause, stop recording and see what it is. Maybe I'll do that. Let me go back into some shade. This is weird. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop this thing and I'm gonna look inside this. All right, guys, so I'm beat. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm heading out. I'm gonna open this thing. I don't know what it is. Hope it's not drugs or something. Found somebody's stash somewhere. Looks like a soda tab at the bottom. It says A9 again. I don't know what this is. There's some items on the inside. I don't think I'm going to go any further, guys. Just in case. I don't want it to be drugs. I'm scared to death of that crap, especially the fear of fentanyl in the world and stuff. I don't want to touch something and I can't make it back to the vehicle. So I think I'm just going to close it up and report it. Weird. Okay, well, I'll have somebody else look at it. Or when I have some rubber gloves. I don't have any rubber gloves on me. Weird. And maybe this is their stash and they put the jackal in there so they can find it. I don't know. Very weird. But I'm getting out of here. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm close to the vehicle. Whew. I'm tired. Whew, that was some hiking. You can see I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Oh man. Catch my breath. Give me a second. So, on the hike back, I've been thinking about this little thing. So, there's a place on the way home that I usually stop and grab some lunch. It's a Mediterranean little restaurant. And I get something to go and eat it at the house. I think when I get there, I'm going to call the sheriff's department and just talk to them and see if they have an officer in the area that can swing by real quick. And I'll just pass it on to them. Probably should have never opened it, but damn, I'm curious as shit. But I wasn't going to go as far as whatever's in that little baggie. I didn't want to reach in there and pull it out, especially if it's something bad. They're labeling it A9, so I'm wondering, I'm trying to think about it, and I'm like, if you give somebody directions, I don't know why you label it A9, but it's definitely A9. The bag is labeled and that's labeled, so it's for somebody's reasoning to find it or whatever, but I'm going to turn it in. I don't need problems like that. So, but I'm almost to the car. I'm going to call it a day. I have no idea what time it is, but it's probably getting close to noon. And I got here about 8 because I ate breakfast at 6, then I got a haircut. So it's probably getting close to noon. It's really hot. Humidity's off the chain. So I'm going to call it. If had a show last night, if you haven't had a chance, we did have a show. Johnny's back, and so check out Sasquatch Unredacted podcast. Last night's guest was Scott Bruce. Next week we have Steve Cole. You probably guys know him from Squatch DTV. Fantastic guy. I'm a big fan. And I look forward to having him on the show next Friday. So look forward to seeing you guys there. And I'll start putting that out probably starting tomorrow about next week's show. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later. God bless. And also have a fantastic Father's Day. And just enjoy the weekend. Relax. And if you can, get outdoors and do some hiking. Talk to you later. God bless.
All right, guys. So I did contact the sheriff's department, had them come and look at that item and stuff like that. Thankfully, there wasn't nothing illegal in it, no drugs or anything like that. The pieces of paper that I didn't open up and look at were evidently had gotten some water in them, so the ink and stuff had spread. So it was really couldn't tell what was written down. Looked like there possibly a name and then some gibberish. So I'm kind of thinking maybe it was one of those geo searches things that people get involved in, looking for things, little treasure hunts and stuff like that. So thankfully it wasn't nothing, important or, anything like that might have been dangerous to somebody. I was a little concerned because I didn't want to stick my hands in things and it be, something that could harm me. So, but I'm not going to take it back. I just threw it in the trash. I'm not going back out there for that. So, but just giving you an update. It ended up being nothing. Very happy with that. And, that is it. So I will talk to you guys later.